Hey, blockchain Bernie, my latest episode, the best case for Xandeum. We here at Xandeum, we're building that scalable storage layer for the Solana chain, which is super important for the future of blockchain. We're solving the blockchain storage trilemma. And what does that all mean? Well, it can mean a lot. We can become the go-to platform for any apps, any dApps, any decentralized apps that need storage, right? And my personal prediction is that dApps that don't use storage layers will become almost extinct, right? It's like iPhone apps that don't need internet connection, right? They were a little bit more common in the old days. But as of today, everyone has an internet connection. It's using APIs. It's connecting to that company's servers and do stuff like that. It's only maybe unit conversion apps or something, or, downloadable maps that can be used, where the whole point of the app is to be able to use it without an internet connection in the outdoors, maybe. But otherwise, 99.9% of apps, they need an internet connection, right? And the same will happen with decentralized apps. Once a storage layer is there that solves that blockchain storage trilemma, all those apps will use storage just as Web2 apps use storage because they can, right? Web3 apps can't because none of the storage solution that's out there is solving this trilemma, right? So what could that mean best case? And I wanted to know, what could be the best case for Xandeum 4 years from now in the year of 2028. So I wanted to zoom out a little bit, right? And see what can be possible within the next 4 years if everything went well. And, of course, I have my personal opinion about that. I discussed it with ChatGPT, right? And it's called ChatGPT 1.0. Is it 1.0? Let me check that here. Yeah, no, O1. Okay, I keep confusing that. ChatGPT O1, it just came out a few days ago. And it's great. It's a breakthrough, right? Believe me, it is a completely different animal than what we had before with all these AIs and LLMs and stuff. It can reason way better. It can give you better feedback of what it's doing. It's taking more time to reason about everything, and it's way better results, especially if some reasoning is necessary to come up with the correct answers, right? So it is really a great tool. And I've discussed a lot with ChatGPT about Xandeum. So all the assumptions that we have and how do we approach this and that. I try to get a second opinion from ChatGPT. Obviously, you need to be aware with all these systems. In the end, they are just language models. So they kind of mirror what you tell them, what other people told you before. But with O1, ChatGPT O1, they can really reason a lot, and they can give you a second opinion, or if you're stuck somewhere and you need a way out, they can help you a lot. But I wanted to know what could be the best case. And I asked ChatGPT, and ChatGPT knows everything about Xandeum, right? So I discussed so many things before, all the architecture. How are we approaching this? How do we integrate it into Solana? Was it a good decision to integrate it fully into Solana, to have everything, even the storage economy, denominated in Sol rather than in our own currency? How do we do that peak, poke, prove paradigm, and all these things, right? So, and what are we trying to achieve here, and spark that Cambrian explosion of Web3 apps, like copies and ports of Web2 apps, and also totally new Web3 apps. And I discussed all that, and then in the end, I asked ChatGPT, what could that mean for us? If we execute well, and obviously that's a big if, right? We need to execute well over the next 4 years or so. And we need to have all the resources, and there should be no major setback, and we need to overcome all the technical obstacles and stuff like that. But if everything goes really well, where could we be in 2028? And the answer ChatGPT came up with just wowed me. If you want to know what it is, watch it all through the end, but don't forget to subscribe to my channel, destroy that like button for me, give me some comments down there, right? Especially about what you're going to see of ChatGPT here. And also go to Xandeum.com and subscribe to all our channels there, to our email list, to our Discord. It is especially important because you want to be the first to know for all the future developments at Xandeum. And there are so many things where the ones that come first and join first after some feature is being launched, they get the most benefits. So you need to be subscribed. All right, so now let's look into what ChatGPT told me, right? ChatGPT 01 here, right? So 01 said, it's talking to me, right? Hey, Bernie, I understand your desire to explore the full potential of Xandeum if everything goes exceptionally well. Let's envision what could be possible. Revolutionizing the dApp landscape. If Xandeum becomes the go-to platform for storage-enabled dApps, SEDApps, right? Storage-enabled decentralized apps, it could fundamentally transform the blockchain ecosystem. Just as modern applications rely heavily on cloud storage and data exchange, SEDApps could become the new standard, making storage-less dApps, so dApps that don't use storage, less competitive, much like iPhone apps that don't connect to the internet. I love this parallel here that ChatGPT comes up with. This shift could lead to a significant increase in demand for integrated storage solutions. Dominating transaction fees, right? With storage fees potentially outpacing pure transaction fees by 10x or even 100x. Wow, right? So ChatGPT is telling me if everything goes well, the transaction fees that apps on the Solana chain are paying, they might be paying more in the storage fees here for the Xandeum buckets, 10x or 100x more than are currently being paid for Solana transaction fees that don't have that scalable storage layer, right? So Xandeum could become a major economic force within the Solana ecosystem. If most fees on Solana are for storage and Xandeum is the primary provider, the platform could capture a substantial portion of the network revenue. This will not only enhance Xandeum's profitability, but also reinforce the utility and value of the Sol token, right? So yeah, we help the Solana ecosystem as well. Market capitalization in this optimistic scenario, right? And I can only repeat that this is an optimistic scenario, right? But I wanted to know, how does the optimistic scenario look like? Then Xandeum's market capitalization could rival or even surpass that of Solana. If storage becomes the primary driver of network activity and Xandeum is at the forefront, a market cap in the multi-billion-dollar range or higher is conceivable. This would position Xandeum as one of the leading platforms in the blockchain industry. It could even surpass, in my view, Solana's market cap, right? Because the fees are higher, right? We're dominating the fees. Accelerated adoption and developer engagement by raising substantial capital, for example, over 100 million. So why is that? Once the storage layer is built, the PNodes are all up and running. We have thousands, tens of thousands of PNode providers. Then we need to onboard all the developers, all those Web3 startups that need to build these storage-enabled dApps and spark this Cambrian explosion. We need to do hackathons. We need to do grants. We need to, the same thing that Solana is doing to get builders built on Solana. We need builders, Web3 builders, build on Xandeum, right? So that will be awesome times once the product is ready. First, we need to build the product, and then we need more capital. And once the product is ready and the first developers are using it, I'm sure we can raise this amount of capital here, right? You could aggressively promote Xandeum to developers through ads, hackathons, grants, and other initiatives. This would help build a vibrant ecosystem of SEDApps, attracting talent and fostering innovation. A strong developer community is crucial for creating the variety and quality of applications needed to drive mass adoption. Scaling the PNode network, investing in acquiring an enthusiastic base of PNode operators is essential. The PNodes are the core of the Xandeum network. With sufficient resources, you could onboard thousands of PNodes, ensuring robust decentralized storage capacity. This would improve network reliability and performance, making it more attractive for developers and users alike. Setting industry standards by solving the storage problem effectively, Xandeum could set new industry standards for blockchain storage solutions. This might encourage other platforms to adopt similar models or even integrate with Xandeum, further expanding your reach and influence. Unlocking new use cases. That's what we're doing this for, right? Unlocking new use cases, making the blockchain server, the world server, just as versatile as Web 2 servers are. And believe it or not, they are not today, right? With scalable storage, entirely new categories of dApps become feasible. Think decentralized social network streaming services or data incentive enterprise solutions. Being the platform that enables these innovations would significantly boost Xandeum's profile and adoption rates. Economic impact on Sol and Xan tokens. As storage fees become a larger part of the Solana economy and the demand for Sol could increase, driving up its value. Simultaneously, widespread use of Xan tokens for governance and staking rewards could enhance their value. Early supporters and participants in the Xandeum ecosystem might see significant returns on their contributions. So that's what ChatGPT thinks, and I agree. Strategic partnerships and collaborations. Achieving such success could open doors to partnerships with major tech companies, enterprises, even governments looking to leverage decentralized storage solutions. These collaborations could amplify Xandeum's growth and solidify its position in the market. Social and technological impact. Beyond financial success, Xandeum could contribute to a more decentralized, secure, and efficient internet. By empowering users and developers with scalable storage, you're fostering innovation and potentially improving how data is managed and accessed globally. Wow. All right. In summary, if everything aligns perfectly, strong execution. We need strong execution. And it's going to be so much work, right? It's going to be so much work for all of us, for myself, for the team. And this is not going to be a thing that you can do kind of part-time between some other stuff or so. It requires dedication for years and years, and it's going to be a crazy amount of work. And as Elon Musk keeps saying, we all need to be quite hardcore to get this stuff through here. And effective community building, substantial funding, and market receptiveness. Xandeum could become an integral part of the Solana ecosystem, storage fees driving significant network revenue, achieve a market cap rivaling or exceeding that of Solana. Look at that, man. Rivaling or exceeding that of Solana. Let that sink in, right? Reflecting its critical role in the blockchain space, catalyze the development of groundbreaking setups, attracting users and developers en masse, influence industry standards, and inspire new models for decentralized storage and application developments. So now the disclaimer: while these outcomes are ambitious and represent the upper end of what's possible, they highlight the significant potential rewards for your efforts. Focusing on this vision can be motivating, but it's also important to remain adaptable and responsive to real-world challenges as you progress. Wishing you every success on this exciting journey. And that it is. It is an exciting journey, and the journey is the goal. I love this journey so far. It has only been possible because of you, our awesome community that has contributed with anything, right? With, helping us with money in the crowdfunding phase, with helping us with, liking these videos, with, subscribing to our email list, subscribing to our X list, responding to our X post, all these type of things. It wouldn't have been possible without you, and we found so many great people that are either part of the team or just part of the community, helping in a fantastic manner. I love this project. I love all of you. And please, again, give me that like and subscribe here. Leave those comments down below. They will all give you points on points.xandeum.network. And man, let that really think in. I would suggest just watch this video one more time. Read it all through. It is so exciting to see what could come out of it. And again, we need to execute well. We need to all do our jobs exceptionally well. We need to have a community that's not dumping the tokens or stuff like that, but believing in our future, keeping them until the storage layer is there and until the adoption is there and all the Web3 apps are there. That's the day when our goal is achieved, right? It's not when the token is listed or something like that. I think we have a lot of these guys on board. I couldn't be more excited. And again, watch this video one more time, or even a third or a fourth time, to really digest what ChatGPT came up with there. And this is all based on what I fed it with before on what we're doing. And I didn't feed it with marketing, blah, blah, right? I fed it only with what we're doing. I discussed all the technical details with ChatGPT and why we're doing it all on Sol, and why the economy is, the storage economy is denominated in Sol rather than in our own currency, while why we're letting normal Solana validators, that even the ones that don't adapt the Xandeum software, why they can also help validate all these storage transactions through these Merkle proofs and the peak poke proof paradigm that we came up with. And this has all been checked by others in the Solana ecosystem, right? So it's not like we only did that with ChatGPT, right? So we talked with a lot of other experts and of course inside the team about all these things. But we also wanted and kind of additional opinion from ChatGPT, and based on that, right? Not on any marketing stuff. I didn't discuss that at all with ChatGPT, right? It came out with that, best case anticipation for 2028 all on its own. And it's so great to read that. It's so great to remember that this can only happen if. And some things we can influence, right? Whether we all give our best and work like crazy, work hardcore for the next 4 years or so, that's something we can influence. We can give our best. But the outcome will not only depend on that, right? Our job is to give our best, and that's what we're going to do. Your job as a community member, as a Xan token holder or whatever, your job is also to do your best, right? To do what's right for the project, right? But the outcome, that's not our job, right? The outcome is God's job, or the universe's job, if you don't like the word God, right? There are so many things that we cannot influence, right? That all need to go right in order to have that outcome, right? But we have a real shot, and I'm super, super excited for this journey here. And yeah, it's not like every video is about the best case, but I think like we should have one video where we especially talk about that best case. I find that super, super exciting. I hope you like it too. And leave me all your comments down there. Catch you guys later. Peace.